Hey, Boyer, how you doing? How's your day going today? You partying? Nice day out today. Got a good rainstorm last night. I'm reading this great book on anti-Semitism, but it covers a lot of the Supreme Court rulings. How race is determined. It's a social construct, actually, with a slight biological basis. I think they ought to do away with the whole damn thing. Just treat people as human beings. I mean, it's gotten so convoluted now and reversed. It works the wrong way a lot of the times. It bit the Jews in the ass in a couple lawsuits, which is what I'm getting to. As a matter of fact, I was going to look that stuff up today. It's an Indiana law professor that wrote it. That Katz is his name. Smart guy. Man, it must have taken forever to write this book. I wish I had more appreciation for books when I was younger. But guess I'm glad the light bulb came on and all. How you doing today? Okay, I got a text. Be partying around here. I think I'm going to go to the helicopter convention tomorrow. See if I can get in. I'm not paying $400 to get in. I'll tell you that though. A couple years ago, they let me in as a student, but I know they do that sometimes. I think what they do is I think they try and get as much money as they can through membership, and then if that doesn't work, just take whoever they can that happens to be in the area that day. That's what I'm hoping for. Just rock on, party on. Turtle got let loose in the pond last night. He was rocking. Beautiful day today. Got good audio last night. You know, that's one thing I think that YouTube's not doing me any favors. Once you get like identified as a channel and you get coded in there like the old days, like I have, you're screwed. I don't really care though. You know, I started a couple other channels. And I just, you know, if you're not trying to monetize or get subscribers or something, what's the sense of it? You know, I just thought that, good. How you doing? I just thought that, you know, I see some of these bullshit channels with totally fake everything. There goes a butterfly by. Totally fake everything that get these millions of views. Mine don't get any, and I know why. Because I'm not monetizing, and YouTube's got a hard on for me. But I shouldn't let that bother me, which is why I took the wind out of my sails with the other channels. Well, what's the sense of it? If you're not like trying to build a channel and you know what they're like, fuck it. Good. Where are you located, Boyer? Where are you living? Well, nature's coming alive. Mother Nature's coming alive. Bees, birds, frogs. Had a thunderstorm last night. Nice rain, about an hour. Didn't get it like we should. In Michigan, my experiences were that the weather reports were more accurate. I mean, weather's a difficult thing to forecast. But down here, like last night, I thought we were really going to get nailed. And then for some reason, these big storm cells just started to move southeast sooner as they moved east. and the bigger parts of them were down south about 40 miles. I was really looking forward to it, and then I could see where they're starting to die out. And if you watch forecasts like I do, or you tracking radar weather, it's constantly changing. I'm talking about like every 5 minutes. Hey, how you doing, Miley? And when you watch it that much, you realize how if you're working or something, you got a busy day and you look at it, it's like, oh yeah, it's going to be 75 today, 12% chance of rain. Well, yeah, it could be a 65 and a 50% chance of rain if you keep checking like I do. It's not like one forecast stays the same. It's constantly changing with these updated computer models. They're pretty good. But, I mean, you wouldn't want to be painting outside during the spring in Georgia and relying on no rain. I mean, you line up the cards as good as you can. Go for it. It's party. So that's that. Gotta straighten out my garage a little more today. I cut down some trees last night. I got this 11-foot extension on this long, small chainsaw. I keep getting the blades stuck, man. I tried every way. Marty cuts them this way. I'm going to try that today. It's a pain in the ass, man. Got to get another chainsaw to cut out the other chainsaw, and you're always worried about touching the chain. Last night when I was, I had the recorder running. I have a pretty good recorder. It's a high fidelity Sony recorder, PCM D100. That's what I record the sounds of the night with. I just turn it on and go to bed. But last night was a good one. Storm came in, and it sounded good. But as I was listening to it, a A330 300 was flying over just south of the storm. It was cool. It's cruise climb, heading to South Africa. It's just crazy, the technology. Here you are sitting up there in a seat, drinking a mixed drink, watching a movie maybe at the same time, drinking a beer while you're skating a thunderstorm. And you're over Georgia and you're on the way to South Africa where you'll be in 14 hours. That's just insane technology. It really is. Well, in a relatively short period of time, 125 years? Crazy, man. You could make that distance. But it all comes down to, getting places faster, saving time. Now, if you knew how old you were going to live to, you may not take an airplane anywhere because you don't have that much time. It's something to think about. You know what I mean? It will make you rock the jizzle. I was looking up this Guthrie thing. They're doing interviews now with the neighbors who don't know shit. Hey, Larry, how you doing? They don't know anything. Just a wasted clickbait stuff. And I guess that Savannah's going back to work. You better believe it. $6 million a year. Fuck yeah. Plus, she's a bleeding heart liberal, so she can write a book now about resilience. How I went back to my $6 million a year job where I don't do shit after the kidnapping of my mother. I mean, I'm not making light that that's a tragic event. It's sad to happen. But I'm suspicious of all these fucking people. It was kind of nice seeing that Clinton's getting held over the fire. I think it's really a waste of time, though. They need to just drop all that shit. I mean, it's fucking ancient news. They don't like them. They're making them look bad. They're already not doing anything, either one of them, except lying and spending the millions they made trying to pretend like they cared about people other than themselves. Yeah, I mean, I think if they do, it's going to be a fluke. I think she's still alive. I do. I see the other day they were looking in houses around the neighborhood, which I thought made sense. I mean, if you watch these crime shows, and you look at some of the famous killings, you watch Forensic Files, American Greed, and they catch way smarter people than this clown wearing a $12 backpack trying to put some twigs and leaves over the door cam. So for this idiot to get this lucky so far makes you think that they'll probably get caught. So it's just kind of surprising it's taken this long. It just doesn't make sense because, first of all, it's not a murder scene, right? Obviously, there was some kind of struggle, presumably, because that's why there were drops of blood in front of the door. But it's not like you find, big trails of blood places. Shit laying all over the house, ransacked. Yeah, I'd say she's not. Because here's the thing. First of all, it wasn't a murder, right? We know that. And the whole thing was just a big waste of time if you don't get some money out of it. I think, I'll bet you money, though, that those demands came from multiple people. It may not have anything to do with it, but I don't believe it. I mean, if there's just no motive to take her if you didn't think you're going to get paid. And now that they've kind of spooked everybody, and as it turns out, Bitcoin's actually traceable. That's the only reason why I think they might have finished her off and just hoped that they didn't get caught. I don't think it's over yet. But I mean, if that would have happened, I mean, there's cattle ranches, 10,000 acre cattle ranches out. I used to have any in all over the country, where if you got murdered out there, you can understand it, but not in a house littered with $1 million homes, which isn't that big a deal anymore. Ring cameras everywhere, cell towers everywhere. It's a big, expensive, high middle class area. Something's just not adding up. And you got the sheriff. I mean, he seems kind of strange when he was crying. I just think it's like you see things come together sometimes, and you see them fall apart. I just think you had a bunch of characters and some luck involved, and this is the result. Not the greatest investigation. Not a lot of clues left. I mean, there's no shortage of kidnappings that go unsolved. Serial killers. Oakland County's serial killer up in Michigan. Never did find out who did that. So it happens. But this one's getting a lot of publicity, and it just seems like it was kind of a simple kidnapping deal, trying to get some money that got a lot of... this lady would have been black and broke. You'd have never heard about it. Yeah, I don't think so, though. I don't think so, because the borders, they're watching that border more than they ever have. And I just doubt that. I mean, they're fucking with those guys anyway, unrelated to kidnapping. I mean, the only reason you take her down to Mexico is for the ransom. Yeah, me too, Larry. And now that's questionable. I mean, now they got this set up, and what was kind of weird is first the Guthrie family offered $1 million reward. Well, that kind of went away. Then NBC was supposedly going to pay a $3 million ransom. That kind of went away. Then it went to $10,000 to $25,000 to $1 million to $100,000 now. I mean, I think you could offer $10 million to find her, and it's not going to do any good. Hey, Steph.
Hey, you goof. I was back there waiting.
No, I couldn't. I just saw it, just made the noise and came up.
Oh, well, I wonder. Well, I was on before. I typed in the chat. I'm in the back.
I saw that.
Well, that is probably my frickin' phone. I can't wait to start using my new one.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm okay.
How's
she's gone now.
Good.
I didn't call last night because she didn't want to be alone. So I went over there, and then we took her to the bus station and got her on the bus.
Yeah, I was thinking of that this morning. If that was my relative, I'd be done with her for good.
Yeah, and then she's home now, and then Susie's still in the hospital. She might be able to come home tomorrow. Her sodium went up to 128 and it has to be 135.
Oh, okay.
So hopefully she's going crazy in there, you know.
Love
She's
that.
never been in the hospital except to have her kids. That's it.
I know somebody that same thing happened to at about 34 years old.
Yep.
Yeah, same thing, sodium issue.
Yep. So,
Well, good. I mean, things are looking up.
yeah. And then I have coronary calcification.
Yeah.
And so I have to have the next thing is to have a chemical stress test.
Oh, yeah, that's no big deal.
Yeah, and then so he can see how bad it is. But I Googled it, and there's lots of ways that they can.
They'll probably try medication. If that doesn't work, a stint.
Yeah, or they've got this new thing where they shock it out too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I just have to wait for them to call and set up that test. But otherwise, everything will be back to normal once Susie gets home.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So,
unfortunate. Well, you know, it worked out just like you thought it was gonna.
yeah. Yeah, her stupid bus didn't leave until 10 o'clock last night. Ugh.
What, they had to get a couple more parolees on it?
I don't know. And then, so I got home about 11 and just ate a sandwich and went to bed. Oh, God, Tom.
How'd you find out you had that result so fast?
Oh, on my chart.
Oh, okay, good. Good.
Yeah. That's, I do like that because they always, after your visit, then they send you a summary of your visit.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah. So, yeah. So we'll see what they can do about that. And then, of course, if you get any chest pains, go to the ER. I said, I know. I've been there before.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So, oh, God.
The turtle's doing fine. That's amazing, that turtle, man.
Oh, yeah, that turtle. I wanted to ask you about that.
Yeah, well, I called a vet I know, and he said he said it wasn't going to hurt the turtle. Like I cleaned his cut out and put antibiotic. He said you really didn't need to do any of that. Those things do fine. That they're, which I kind of thought. And I thought, I'll tell you, you got to watch AI, man. Don't rely on that shit for everything. That'll bullshit your ass to oblivion. Some of it's just wrong.
Oh, yeah, I know it.
Marty was trying to answer this question on this simple math class for his granddaughter last night about parallel lines, and fucking AI was wrong.
Oh, yeah. I know it.
On that turtle thing, it was wrong. I mean, it wasn't bad what I did, but it wasn't necessary either. Once I talked to that vet, he said, just go let the fucker go back in the pond.
So what'd you do with the turtle?
Put him in our pond here.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Marty took him back there. I was doing some other shit, and he said the second he sat him on the ground, he darted right into the water.
Oh, that's good.
It's amazing that turtle didn't get crushed flat. I was kind of in the ghetto section of St. Augustine. Not St. Augustine, Augusta. And, two cars ahead of me swerved. I thought, I wonder what that is. Then I saw his turtle. It's busier than a son of a bitch. Well, it was bumper to bumper traffic. So I turned left as soon as I could and put my four ways on. I thought this fucker is going to be smashed, especially the people around that area. I thought this thing is never going to make it. And I turned around. I zoomed up there as quick as I could. And there were some cars behind me, but he was on the other side.
Uh-huh.
I cut my car. I probably could have got a careless driving ticket for it. There was a light before where the turtle was by maybe 1/8 of a mile. And just as I got there, the light turned green. I thought, it's going to be sketchy if I got time to just stop in the middle of the road, go into the oncoming traffic. So I just pulled my car like halfway into the oncoming traffic with my four ways.
Uh-huh.
And people could see I was getting out, and they all slowed down. I grabbed that fucking turtle, put him in my car. And, and people beat their horn and waved. Nobody bitched or blew their horn or anything. They saw what I was doing. Everybody was cool with it.
Right.
Yeah. So it worked out good.
Oh, good.
You know, I didn't know a lot about this, but I got there was a crack in the turtle. You know, as it turns out, a turtle shell, that's not something they're in, and it also has a blood supply and a nerve cells that go to it. You see people drill and paint on turtle shells. That's the absolute incorrect thing to do. It's part of their bony structure. It's not keratin like a nail, like you think it would be. And if you
it's part of their body, isn't it?
It's not like an exoskeleton on a lobster. It's got a blood supply and a nerve supply. I mean, there's feeling there. It's just not a hard shell to protect a bunch of soft tissue. And if you look inside of the line, I could see in the back where it cracked a little. You know, you'd think you'd pull the shell off and it'd just be like this bald turtle. It's not like that at all. There's a blood supply and a membrane that goes through the entire inner shell. I mean, I've seen them after they've died, and of course that's long gone by then because it's soft tissue.
Right.
There's a blood supply, like a thin, like looks like saran wrap with blood in it in between like the body part and the shell part. A feeling. It's actually part of their bony structure. It's not like a bird beak. Yeah. So, yeah, I was surprised, you know. And they regenerate, and it's pretty interesting, really. Turtle is so damn lucky, it's unbelievable. He must have been just. You wonder what goes through their mind. You know, supposedly that's the big difference between human beings and everything else, and that is that we have the consciousness to understand our impending death. We know we're going to die, and we know when a semi-truck's coming at us that this is probably not going to be good. It could be the end of our life. But they say that's the one telltale sign in us and other living creatures is that they don't know that. Well, that may be true, but if you look at every living thing around, it all fights its ass off to stay alive. Why? If it wasn't worried about dying or concerned about what was coming. You know, where's the instinct to live on a fly you're trying to kill? But he's trying to get away from your ass. Nothing. An ant, a fly, a grasshopper, a pheasant, buffalo, all this shit will fight its ass off to keep from getting killed. Why? If there's that much of a difference, they should just not realize what's going on, shouldn't they?
Yeah.
You wonder something like a turtle. I mean, here this fucker just listens to this shit. These cars, he gets hit, and then I pick him up, and then I put that medicine on. I'm turning him upside down all sorts of different ways. Then he rides in the back of my bed in my truck for an hour. Then I get home and I clean him up again. Then Marty takes him in a four-wheeler. This motherfucker must have thought, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah, I know it. Jeez.
I just wonder if they're just in a state of mental paralysis or what?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Crazy.
I know it is.
I see they just the other day, I didn't read the article, but they had a big group of Galapagos turtles that they bred somewhere. They were going to let go over there. Kind of cool. They looked like 350, 400 years old.
Yeah, gosh.
Yeah. Cool. Vegetarians, too. Yeah, it's interesting. A lot of I haven't seen them around like I used to. I used to see them all the time. Box turtles. They're all over around here. They're cute. They're small. I mean, they're really pretty, too. They don't look like they'd be like, they look like a tropical, like real colorful animal from someplace. It's, I used to see them all the time, and I haven't seen them any. I don't think they're coming up missing or anything. I just think it's been that way. Spring is really taken off here. A lot of,
is it?
Yeah, birds, bees, everything.
Really?
Yep. I got to be cutting. The guy cut down a couple trees last night in the back that were dying. Needed to be done today. I'm going to finish them off when the sun goes down. We got another warm day today. I think today it's only going to get to 82 though.
Wow. We're only going to get to 45 today. It was 33 last night.
Okay. Yeah, if you want a good audio to sleep to, that one I got last night was great. It's got it all. It's got birds, thunderstorm, rain.
Oh, really?
Yeah, last night was a good one.
Oh, I'll check it out.
I just go out there, turn my recorder on, go get it in the morning. So I don't listen to what it went on, but I can tell by a waveform, which shows me like static on a line where it like peaks and stuff.
Uh-huh.
If it's like a dump truck or something that was at 7 in the morning, I'll edit that out of there usually. But there wasn't anything like that. Usually it's just birds and, bugs and stuff like that making noise.
Yeah. What are your plans for today?
Today I think I'm gonna straighten up my garage a little more, and I'm gonna do that till the sun gets low, and I'm gonna go out and cut down a few more trees in the back. Tomorrow I think I'm gonna go to the helicopter convention down in Atlanta.
Or are you going to go?
Yeah, well, if they let me in for the student rate, I'll go. If they want $400, I'm not gonna. I'll just do something else while I'm down there.
Right.
Paying $400 to get into that fucking thing. I think they will. I think what they do, I think they just try and get as much money as they can out of anybody, and it separates the people that really want to go from the people that are kind of, ambivalent about it, like me. So they get all the people that they were going to get, they've got already. Everything else is gravy money. So years ago, I think when I walk up there, they're not going to turn me away. Why not nail me for $30 and let me go in there and look around for an hour or two? It's not like I'm really had to be there. And by that time, they'll know that. I'm just guessing. I hope it goes that way, but you never really know.
Yeah. Is it a big event there?
Yeah, it's like a world-class helicopter event.
Oh, wow.
They have 60 big kick-ass helicopters inside the building.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you go, make sure you take some video.
And they'll have all these people selling this kick-ass shit. They'll have like a full pool set up. A Bambi bucket where they dump that water on fires on with a helicopter.
Oh, yeah.
They have display exhibitions of one of those, how they work. Just the coolest shit. You've got all these custom paint jobs. You got to see these interiors on some of these helicopters. They'll have like 3 or 4 like state-of-the-art, brand new $5 million medevac helicopters.
Uh-huh.
It looks like a office on the inside. Cool paint job, these cool seats, just everything's like computer-driven panels. I mean, it looks like a toy.
Wow.
Yeah, it's cool. Now, before what I did is, hey, Marcia, last year I went there and I got video when they were leaving because it was spread out when they were coming in. But this year I see they're doing it themselves.
Uh-huh.
Thing on YouTube, actually, for that. It's called Verticon. So I guarantee you, with them doing the videos themselves, I bet you they're not going to let guys like me down there to sit next to them and me do it too.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know that for sure, but I wasn't going to take a chance on it. It takes too long anyway. Besides, most helicopters are VFR. They're not final and instrument plans, so they got to come in here when the weather's good. So I bet most of them, I'd like to know how they talk these people into coming out there, because helicopters are crazy expensive to operate. And I'd like to know how they get some of these people to come in there without paying them, because it's not uncommon for some of those medevacs to be like, $6,100 an hour to operate. So how are you getting someone from, Lexington, Kentucky to just fly down here, pull it inside there and let everybody look at it and rack up fucking, $130,000 worth of time taken away from the engine? I talked to a guy down there 2 years ago that used to fly the Bush family around. He's got a helicopter service. He's got an Augusta 109 in Fort Myers, and he'd had it for a long time. He has 2 of them actually, and they just fly around celebrities and shit like that. He had a pretty good business. And a super nice guy. I almost called him actually to see if he had a vendor pass, but since he wasn't setting up a booth, I thought he probably didn't, so I didn't. But I said, "You ever fly that thing? Just go out and fuck around." He said, "Absolutely not. No way." He said, "Man, that's just too expensive." He said, "If that thing isn't flying for hire, I want my flight time to match our log with our tax returns."
Uh-huh.
He said, I can't afford to fly my own damn helicopter if someone's not paying for it. But I know he flew the Bushes around quite a bit when they used to vacation down there. He said they were
I've
super nice
never
people.
been in a helicopter.
Yeah, super cool. Yeah, fun. Yep.
Huh. I don't know if I'd like it or not. I don't like
You love it.
flying, so.
Yeah, you might not like it then.
I mean, I've flown a lot in my life, but I still don't like it.
Oh, you don't, huh?
No, no. But I mean, you know, to go anywhere, you know, basically you have to fly. So I did, but I never liked it.
Marty wants to buy a plane, wants to know if I'd like get current again so I could fly him around.
Oh no,
Yeah, that's what I said. Not really. I mean,
no.
I don't want to fucking, we get a lot of I just don't want to have to stay current all the time. I mean, I had a fun time doing that. I just I don't want to get killed in a plane crash.
No, I know it.
You know what
No, I mean not at your age. I mean, if you were younger, yeah, but
it's just not worth it to me now,
no,
Yeah.
I don't think so either.
Yeah. And I'm really not interested.
Yeah.
And his brother.
But then you'd have to be responsible for other people with you, and
It's just not. It's too much to keep up on too. I'd rather just read books and fuck around.
Yeah, I know. I know.
I mean, I haven't really
safer that way.
Been flown about 20 years. I mean, I think I could do it and stuff, but I just really don't want to.
Yeah. No, I know.
They had a quiz the other day on an aviation thing, and I took it about what you thought was like it took me forever to get my pilot's license, and I'm surprised I got it at all because it's just they say 91% of the people that start never finish. I can see why. Between these fucked up instructors, the only reason they're instructing is because they're needed to build time. They're fucking terrible teachers. You got that. That's the first thing. You got weather. You got the availability of the plane. You got your schedule. I mean, there's just so many factors to get you to just get burnt out on it. It's harder now than it's ever been too. When I started flying, I took my first lessons at 16, and I remember if you didn't solo in about 8 hours, they thought something was wrong with you. And if you didn't have your license in about 50, you need 40, but most people had 50 just because it gets spread out longer than you thought. If you didn't, you were just there was something wrong with you. Now I see these guys, they've got 100 hours before they get their private pilot's license. They got 90 hours before they're getting signed off to go take their check ride by a government guy. I have a designated examiner. He's the guy you go with after you've done all your lessons that subcontracts with the government to take you through the ringers to see if you should get your license or not. It's called a check ride. He said he's been flunking people left and right, man. He said the worst instruction out there in the world. It's just fucking terrible. He said it's nothing like the old days. He said it's amazing that he gets people sent to him for a check ride that aren't even anywhere close to doing simple maneuvers. Isn't that weird?
Yeah. Yeah, the smallest plane I've ever been is a 12-seater, and it flew from Miami to the Bahamas.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. It's probably...
yeah. Oh, I was terrified.
Really?
Oh, Jesus. It's horrible.
Yeah, how long ago did you do that?
Oh, God. I think I was 37.
Yeah. How come you went to Bahamas? You just read about it a lot and stuff?
Well, actually, the story is I won $1,000 at bingo. And a friend of mine, I said, hey, why don't we take a trip? And we decided to go to Paradise Island. And I got a good deal. We stayed at the Merv Griffin Hotel on Paradise Island.
Oh, did you have fun?
Yeah, it was fun, but I've told you before, I liked Hawaii a lot better.
Yeah. I don't like that big long ride, and Hawaii's a lot more expensive.
Well, yeah, but it was still long because we had to fly from Washington to Florida
Mm-hmm.
and then get on that little plane and go to the Bahamas where going to Hawaii, it's it was a big 747,
Yeah.
straight from Seattle to
Yeah.
Hawaii.
That's the best
So,
airplane ever built. Best
yeah,
airplane ever built.
yeah.
You
And
know,
we
like,
always got to fly first class because my friend Vern, his sister worked at a travel agency.
oh,
That's
cool.
why I got to go so many times because we would get these cheap tickets and we would be on standby. So we would take whatever seats were available. And twice we got first class seats.
Oh, wow, good for you.
Oh, God, I know it, Tom. That was so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last night, you know what? That microphone when I do those night recordings is so sensitive, man. I could be like 300 yards away, okay, and just snap my fingers, and it'd sound like you hit a drum. So what I do is I take that recorder and I put it at the opposite end of my porch. My porch is like 90 feet wide. But last night it was raining, so I wanted to hear the rain, and I thought it's so sensitive that I'm not even going to open the window a little bit when it's raining because I don't want it to hear my YouTube playing on my phone or some shit like that. And while I was doing that, I heard a plane climbing, and there was a thunderstorm that was coming close. It was about like 4 miles away. So I go on my
Uh-huh.
radar app, and it's an Airbus A330-300 that was just took off from Hartsfield. It was at 422 knots. It was at 27,000 feet in a cruise climb. So you're full fuel, you got full bags, full people, you're heavy, but you got a long trip. So you're kind of splitting hairs. You're not trying to get to altitude as quick as you can. You're trying to save fuel and get there slowly. It's called a cruise climb. So they're cruising. I looked that up, and that plane had taken off from Hartsfield, Atlanta, and it was climbing, going up to cruise climb. And it had about 100 miles to go before it turned southeast, and it was going to Cape Town, South Africa. And it would be
Huh.
there. It's a 14-hour and 5-minute flight. But, you just think of technology, all the people that are on there and all that stuff on there, all their bags, and they're sitting in a chair, drinking a drink, looking at the lightning flashing, coming in on their
Uh-huh.
way to an entirely different continent where they'll be there by noon the next day. It's
Hmm.
unbelievable that you could invent that shit.
Yeah, I know it.
God.
Oh, I know it's amazing.
Yeah, you're having lunch in Atlanta in one day, and then you're having lunch in Cape Town, South Africa the next day, and you flew
Oh,
through
I
the
know it.
the
I
whole way.
know.
And
I know, Tom. When you think about everything, it is just amazing.
you're eating, and you're on a comfortable chair, and you're listening to your earphones, and
Yeah.
on the internet answering emails. I mean, technology is crazy, and it,
Yeah,
and
I
and,
know it.
and they have radar, so they're staying just outside that thunderstorm. But I'm sure when you were sitting there looking out the window, I bet it looked beautiful. They'd
Yeah.
be so cool from the air. If
We
you
had
fly,
a hailstorm yesterday.
yeah, did it do any damage anywhere?
No, but I was in the Uber going to the doctor and then the hailstorm started. I was like, oh my God.
I had a car damaged by hail one time.
Yeah, our hail doesn't get that big here, Tom.
Oh yeah, you're lucky. I know two guys that had their airplane wings banged up.
Yeah, I've heard of that before. Yep,
And actually,
I've heard of it.
there was a crash in Rome, Georgia, probably about 40 years ago. I think it was a DC-9 or a 727. Hail smashed out the windows, and they ended
Huh.
up crashing in it. I think 3 survived. I know it killed the pilot and the co-pilot. Yeah, Rome, Georgia.
Wow.
Hail smashed out the windows of an airliner.
Huh.
Crazy. Made the engines quit.
Mm.
Yeah. It's just insane, the weather. I mean, these people just got killed up in Michigan. mother and her daughter. They were calling the home to tell their family to watch out. A tornado's coming. Fucking thing ends up killing the daughter and the mom while they were stopped at a 4-way intersection.
Oh, God.
That's another thing, too. I've barely missed 2 of them, and I've been around after ones that went through. And, you're sitting here, so, oh, yeah, I'll just crawl under the bed, and pray. Yeah, well, once you get on an area that's been nailed by one of them, and you see how it's blown semi-trucks and shit.
Yeah, I'm so glad we don't get them here.
I know Hurricane Camille in Louisiana, like years ago. I hitchhiked through there one time, and I was talking to a guy. It blew like these big-ass boats. I mean, huge boats. Like you could put 500 people on them. It blew those fucking things a quarter of a mile inland where there was no water.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy.
I know.
You just can't believe you'd be in a big, heavy car, and it would, like, take your ass off the ground and smash you into a building and kill you.
Oh, I know it.
And they were talking to her home, warning them that the tornado did it, and then the phone went dead.
Man.
No. And another thing, too, it's one thing, like, to know about this and, you hope it doesn't. That's all you do. It's like a lot of shit. You hope you don't get cancer. You hope you don't get in a tornado. But something to do. And to just be in an area that got wiped out and that'd be like me or you getting killed. And all of a sudden you're like not around anymore.
Right.
Yeah. We expect to get in car wrecks or food poisoning or cancer, but you don't think the weather's going to kill your ass.
Oh, I know. That's like the earthquakes here,
And
we could have one and I could die in a freaking earthquake.
Yeah. And you can imagine, you can understand a little bit, not that it makes it any easier, but a tree falling over and killing them. Okay, yeah, I know that. The winds are strong. But get your damn car and lifts your ass up in the air and flies you a couple 100 yards. And you both fly out.
I know.
You both fly out even though you had your seatbelt on.
Yeah, I know.
Imagine what the last 10 seconds of their lives were like.
Terrifying.
The lights are out. You start getting pain.
Yeah.
God damn, man. What a way to go.
I know.
I feel so bad for him. And there was a husband and I think 2 other kids in the family. So now, you have everybody's like fucking devastated, right? You had the funeral, you're getting flowers, everybody's sorry you lost your mom and your sister. What do? Just fucking start having dinner and 2 people are missing?
Yeah, I know.
Absolutely terrible.
I know.
God, young kids, you can't call your mom anymore.
I know it.
Your dad starts dating a couple years from now and he's fucking dating some bitch. It wasn't at all like your mom.
Right.
It's a lot more than just 2 people getting killed.
Yeah.
God.
Can't imagine.
You talk to your preacher and, he's fucking trying his ass off to come up with something on why it happened. It's just a bad scene.
Yeah.
But until it happens to you, man, you never.
Yeah, I know it.
Yeah, it just feels so bad for those people.
I know.
It's a Guthrie thing, man. Imagine that when you were younger and your mother was alive. Or how about Susie?
I know it.
Comes up missing one day.
I know. I don't know how people. Oh my God! I don't know how families survive that, not knowing where your loved one is.
Yeah, no, it's insane.
Oh my God, Tom.
I guess this Savannah's going back to work.
Huh?
I guess this Savannah Guthrie is going back to work.
I know. What's a poor woman supposed to do?
Well, she wasn't going to go back 2 weeks ago.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure
probably.
Now, I'm not making light of what happened to her, but I'm sure, she's a fucking liberal and she's going to write a book now about resilience.
Well, probably for her own sanity, Tom.
Yeah. Fuck, who knows? Where was she telling the truth? When she wasn't going back or she is? Which is it? You've done 2 exact different things. I don't know how much work helps your sanity when your mom's still not back.
Well, to keep your mind.
Man, it's going to be some bullshit speaking tour or book about resilience and moving forward in spite of the odds. Some horse shit like that. There's something tied into this. This isn't just going back to work. And of course, their ratings are going to be through the fucking roof.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to compete with them during her time slot now. And they're going to give her a couple Xanax to not try and just walk off the set crying. I mean, I'm suspicious of this shit. Not making light of what happened. But I got an idea one of these Jewish fucking VPs got a hold of her and said, hey, this is fucked up. Your ma's gone. I know. I feel bad. I wish we could bring her back. But do you realize how much money is in coming back? Like, no, what are you talking about? It's like, first of all, we're going to blow everybody out of the water with ratings. You're going to be able to write a book on resilience. Everybody's going to buy it because nobody can figure how you can go back. Really, this will fucking sober your ass up. I just think there's something to it. I think so too, mildly. Yeah, Savannah is looking bad. Yeah, but I'll tell you, not really. I don't agree with that. I would agree with it if I didn't know anything. But I'll tell you this, that I think that all those people on TV, she's looking like everybody else does her age without a 2-hour makeup job by a professional before she goes on TV. She's looking just like she would even if her mother wasn't missing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that it's part moving forward.
Yeah.
It's part money. And here's another thing. This, if she looks bad in any sense, it's looking like that you were full of shit on ever really paying the ransom to begin with.
Yeah. I know.
Don't you agree with me on that?
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, man, I know people with money, and I don't know of anybody that can just with $1 million fucking cash without refinancing, putting some shit. It's just not. That's a lot of money around doing nothing. You got it on paper, but when it comes up with having it where you got to write a check for $1 million, I mean, even her. I mean, what she makes $6 million a year. I don't even know if that's fucking true. I mean, I'm sure she makes good money, but I bet you spend in accordance with what you make. Do you think they still live in a regular subdivision of a middle class? Probably not. So yeah, you're making $6 million, but $6 million isn't that much anymore. I mean, there's places in Hilton Head she couldn't afford to live, and that's nothing at all like Malibu or Palm Beach. You put 50% income tax bracket. There's $300,000. You got this big ass fucking house. You got nice cars. It's not that much anymore to have whatever they offered as a ransom. It's like, oh yeah, we'll just go to the checkbook, bring my mom back $1 million. It's bullshit. I just don't think they had it. I read a thing, and this could be bullshit too, that NBC was worried. This could be all fake news. I mean, there's tons of that around. We know that for sure. It could be that NBC was going to pay $3 million because they just didn't want to look bad. And after all, they got the money. And I guess you probably finagle that into some kind of tax deduction. I think what happened early on, this is my take. I think they realized that the fucking kidnappers weren't the people sending the ransom notes. It was other fucking scammers in different places.
Right.
There was never any real assurance that the fucking ransom notes were coming from the people that took her. And they said, fuck you, we're not sending you anything. Now, I don't think they'd have said that if they'd have believed it and they knew they were talking to the right people. But I got an idea. The bottom line after a couple meetings was we're not sending them fucking anything because we don't even think that's them. They don't know enough details. You could go over and say, hey, well, go over and whisper to fucking Nancy. Nancy, what's the first family vacation you guys took? Go ask her that if she's still alive. They can fucking no answer. All sorts of shit. What's Savannah's birth date? Where did Savannah have communion? They can't come back with any answers to make you think that Nancy's still alive. So they said, fuck you, we're not sending you a dime. And they didn't. And they haven't found her. I think the money would have got paid if they'd have got the right data, but they didn't. And now, as it turns out, Bitcoin can't trace it. Yeah, the fuck you can't. That they should have shut up about that. If you're not going to tell people things, do not be on there talking about Bitcoin being fucking traceable. That was the one last shot at some dumbass actually thinking that it wasn't.
Right.
Somebody's sending it. Well, now the cat's out of the bag. If
I
you
know.
Nancy Guthrie someplace right now, you have no way of getting the fucking money without getting caught. You don't. You fucking don't.
If she was alive and they wanted money, don't you think that they would have heard from somebody by now?
They have heard from people, but I just don't think it's who took her.
Right.
They know that they're fucked if they try to claim the ransom.
Right.
I'm guessing that she's still alive. And if you look at least as far as I can tell, first of all, you can have a pacemaker and not go to a fucking doctor forever. Not always, but some of the times. So scratch the pacemaker and it's not reporting to her Apple Watch. The medication she needs, as far as I've been able to tell, she wasn't on any medication. It wasn't like having type 1 diabetes and all her insulin still in the refrigerator. So even though she's 84 and old and it sucks, there's plenty of 84-year-olds out there right now still working full time with the same problem she had. It wasn't like she was going to automatically die because you snatched her out of her home. Hang on one sec, will you? Hold on one sec.
Okay.
Hello? Oh, that's okay. How you doing?
Well, I don't think she's alive. I disagree with Tom. It's been too long. No, never open your door. I never do. Everybody's got opinions. My opinion is I think it was a home invasion. They accidentally killed her and they took her because they got freaked out and they didn't know what to do and they took her body. That's just what I think. Just my opinion. But who knows? That's why you got to have weapons in your homes, people. I'm sorry, but you do.
You hear me?
No, I don't. Hi, Jeff. No, I don't think it was a kidnapping either. Like I said, my opinion, I think it was a home invasion. They killed her and they freaked out and they didn't know what to do and they took her body. That's what I think.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. Why wasn't there struggle and ransacked and
Tom, I'm just saying that's my opinion. That's what I think.
Why were there no nothing missing and blood all over the place?
I don't know.
And if you were going to kill her, why wouldn't you just leave her there?
I don't know.
Well, you wouldn't, unless there was a ransom. You'd leave her there like everybody else does that ransacks and robs a place and they find people are home.
Yeah, but we don't know what they were thinking. We don't know.
No, but we know she's gone and there was blood and there was no sign of a robbery.
Marsha, a baseball bat is, somebody could take that away from you. You got to have a gun, honey. Yeah, a bat's going to do. I could never hit anyone with a bat.
I'll tell you what does work good, though. Bear spray, the good stuff.
Yeah, or even pepper spray. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just something to stall them so you can get out.
No, I mean, it doesn't. A home invasion, you kill them and you leave. The fuck would you drag her around with you?
I don't know, Tom. I don't know.
No, but it doesn't make any sense if you believe it's a home invasion that you would take her.
Well, I don't know, but that's what I think. So.
But I know, but I can understand. Like, I can understand if you found her there. Yeah, I agree with the home invasion. But nothing's missing. I think I'm betting on she's alive, as crazy as it sounds.
Yeah,
I know it's because of Long, but do you think she's not alive because somebody killed her or because of her health issues?
I think she was killed.
You do?
Yeah.
Do you think it had anything to do with the ransom?
I don't know. That ransom bullshit was so suspicious.
Why would you kill someone and take the body with you?
I don't know. I'm not a killer. I'm not a criminal. I don't know, Tom. But people have done crazy things.
Yeah,
maybe they took the body and chopped her up.
But why would you do that when you could have just left her there?
Well, I don't know. Honey, I don't know. I'm just saying to you. I've just watched so many weird crime things, and who knows, Tom? Who knows?
I think that's what it was. I think she struggled when they were dragging her ass out of there, and that's how the blood spots got on there. It wasn't a murder. She was still alive when she left the house. One thing I can't quite figure out, that's an affluent area. I mean, $1 million doesn't get you that much anymore. But it's nice enough to have Ring cameras up the fucking ass. If you get somebody stealing your fucking FedEx box, it's on 20 fucking YouTube channels a half hour after it happened. If you look at crime shows, okay, they catch doctors, lawyers, airline pilots, college professors all fucking day long committing murders, okay?
Now those cameras.
Yeah, you got this guy going around with the $12 fucking Walmart fucking backpack, putting some fucking weeds in front of the fucking Ring camera. And they haven't caught this son of a bitch yet? I just think it's been an uncanny, weird stroke of luck for this stupid fucker. And all the kind of things have fallen into place. I'm not particularly impressed with this sheriff either.
Oh, no.
Let me tell you, when you got 20 fucking FBI agents running, you got fucking triangulation through cell phones. If this would have happened like down here, it makes sense you don't find out anything. But not in that neighborhood. I mean, they just didn't descend from space and go in her house. They didn't carry her piggyback on a fucking donkey to Mexico. I mean, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Just think these fuckers got lucky and that she's still alive. But here's the problem with still being alive, just for the sake of argument, is you can't collect the money now. So it turns out Bitcoin's traceable. The minute you might as well just walk down with Nancy walking in with you and trying to find Jesus, because you're never cashing this fucking check. You're never having access to this ransom money, even if they come up with it.
Yeah, well, another thing is maybe there hasn't been any ransoms late now because she did die. Your theory, if she was alive when they took her, and then they sent ransom notes, and then the ransom notes stopped because she's dead now.
No, I think the ransom notes had nothing to do with the people that took her. They've
already proven some of them aren't.
Right, that's right. But I think, whoever planned on doing this was relying on Bitcoin. And once the media got on there and everybody found out that, as it turns out, Bitcoin is traceable, they were bragging on fucking TV about, they checked the fucking account and somebody was deposited 300 or something to the same account that they used on one of the ransom things. Well, there went your only fucking chance of, if that had anything to do with who took her, of getting her back.
Yeah, I don't know.
I say she's still alive. I'm putting my money. How about this, though? In this day and age, and where the fuck is she? How come they haven't found any bodies or cars in fucking strip malls or fucking
I know. I don't know.
because she's still alive.
Well, I hope so.
I hope so too. I think that the fake ransom notes, the ransom people at the Bitcoin shit. One of those, let's saying that the one was legit. They had her, they were going to give her back. You got to send her this money. It got to the point where whoever was negotiating, the fuckers that's how they ruled these people as being bullshit, because they couldn't give any answers that Nancy would have had. Like if I was on the end of the line, say, okay, well, go ask Nancy when, fucking Savannah's communion was, where it was, what city it was located in, who was the priest. Can't fucking do it. Go ask who got better grades, fucking Savannah or her sister. Shit like this. They couldn't answer any fucking questions. So I think that's when, if one of the demand notes was valid, they thought, fuck you, we're not sending you a dime. We don't believe it. You can't even prove she's alive. I think who took her is stupid. Whoever bragged about being able to trace Bitcoin really hurt the investigation. And now it's just like a fucking hot potato you don't know what to do with. Because if they come up with $10 billion fucking dollars, right? There's no way of receiving it now. There's no way of being in an untraceable place. You're fucked.
Yeah.
Now, would that piss them off and they decide, well, we're going to fucking off Nancy now? Should have sent the money. But even a fucking wacko killer knows it's not the Guthrie's fault. It's the media's fault, because they thought they were going to go to this Bitcoin, live happily ever after, and now they're not.
Yeah.
You're not getting fucking lunch money and collecting it on your PayPal or your Bitcoin or wherever the fuck, your Russian account, without having 10 million fucking law enforcement officers bashing your door down 3 seconds later. These days of fucking sending money anonymously are fucking over.
Yeah, I know it.
Yeah. Which is kind of good, because can you imagine how scary it could be if every rich person's fucking relative could be snatched off the street and you'd have to send? And I think what got these fucking wackos thinking this shit is they had these people overtaking these companies' fucking databases. And if they didn't send them 5 million, they were going to delete them all. And these motherfuckers were sending 5 million. You're thinking, God damn, that's scary. And these fucking wackos out there, why don't we try that with the celebrity's mother? And it didn't work.
Right.
Big companies' data is a lot different than fucking stealing people, especially from a popular. And I think this famous daughter didn't help. It actually made things worse. If fucking a woman, if Stephanie, even if you lived in $1 million house and you were black in Seattle and you got snatched, do you think we'd be hearing a fucking thing about this?
Nope.
No, that's it. This is how the world works. So despite the travesty of this all, and it sucks, I still say, of course, Savannah's going back to work now. There's a ton of money in it. If your mom's gone, okay, she can be gone and you can make $6 million a year and write a book and go on tours and write a book about resilience, or you can not make $6 million and she's still gone. So why not go back to work? I'm suspicious.
Well, you still have to make a living.
She wasn't going to go back to work before.
Oh, I know. But I mean, well, I don't know. I can't say, because I don't know what I would do in that, whatever she does, people are going to criticize it. She goes back to work, they'll say, oh, look, she goes back to work. If she doesn't go back to work, they'll go, oh, look, she can't go back to work. I mean, so, whatever she does, people are going to talk about it, Tom.
How could you not agree that not going back to work when you could makes sense? It doesn't. Only going back to work makes sense. I think she said 2 or 3 weeks ago she wasn't going back to work when she knew she was. If your mom's never coming back, either you make $6 million or you don't. What fucking difference does it make? Do you not go back to work so you can just sit around and eat handfuls of Prozac all day? Go back to fucking work.
Well, I don't know.
Job anymore?
I don't know what I would do. I can't say. I don't know.
I know what you do. You go back to work just like she's going back to work because.
Well, you have to make a living, like I said.
Yeah, but well, then if you had to make a living, why was she considering not going back? This isn't somebody working in a donut shop.
Right.
This is someone that's been making crazy money for a long time. That's a bleeding heart liberal that's going to write a book now about resilience, how you can do things if you want to. And there's going to be so much stuff. Who is going to compete? I'm even going to tune in to watch this bullshit myself, and I'm not even sure what channel it's on when she comes back. Nobody is going to compete with fucking Savannah Guthrie doing the fucking news or whatever. You're going to go on there.
Probably not. But I mean, it's not her fault.
It's not her fault. Of course it's not.
Right.
There is major fucking money in it. This is my point. And if your mom's never coming back, do you make major fucking money or no? And it does not make sense not to go back. You get to print fucking money. It's better now than ever. They're going to be rolling out the red carpet for her until she dies. The worst thing that could happen for her financially is that they find the mom. Sounds nuts, but it's financially, she's fucking, I mean, you give me one example of better potential ratings now. I mean, it's fucked up the mom's gone. I'm not making light of it. But you name me one more person that comes to mind more than Savannah Guthrie now and what she's going to do. And if or not, you're going to watch her when she comes back to TV. She has got it fucking knocked. Now you can say, well, that'll never replace her. No, yeah, no shit. I know that too. But she has got massive fucking paydays coming. She does. Don't discount the financial aspect of this. And don't also forget that NBC is run by smart Jews. This is a fucking windfall. And it's all like there's not a bit of negative shit attached. It's like, wow, you go, Savannah. Man, you came back to work and shit and you didn't break down. When's your book coming out? You just got it fucking knocked. I know it's fucked up her mom's gone. I'm not saying that's not traffic, but no, you never got me wondering why she went back to work. I know exactly why. To make more money than she ever has. So fucking gold mine. I mean, I'm going to watch it. And I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I mean, I'm sure if you could, would she rather have her mother back? Of course, but that's not what we're talking about here. This lady's got the fucking #1 fucking slot on TV ratings for God knows who, how long. I'm sure she, wish she could trade it in, but you can't. I'm talking about what's happening, not like how Jeff thinks about what he'd like to have happen or why it happened or space never ending or some crazy shit.
But there is no end to space.
You don't know that. You don't know that. How about this? There's an end to everything else that you know of. So what gives you the logic and the even quasi-proof that there's an end to space when you don't know?
There isn't. There is no logic. It's what I think. It's my opinion.
How come there? But what do you base it on? I mean, there's an end to everything else. Nothing.
Yeah, right.
You just think.
Stupid.
No, I didn't say that. No, you're just kind of feeling.
Well, if there's an end to space, how does it end?
Well, you're talking my world now.
Is there a wall?
Well, no, I don't know. But, I base things on what I know, not what I don't know.
Oh, I know. You read a lot. See, I don't. I don't think it
has anything to do with reading. But,
I'm not in, I'm not informed,
Jobs end, relationships end, TV shows end. Everything in your life is ended, and you know that for sure. Just because you don't know about space doesn't mean it would seem likely, based on everything else, that there's an end to that too.
Right, Frisky. What's behind the end? That's what I would love to know that, and I never will. I would love to know where the end of space is. I've always been fascinated by space. I've always wondered, where is the end?
Where's halfway?
I don't know. I don't know. Nobody knows.
Do you
That's
actually
why,
believe?
yeah, that's why I don't like to think about it because it just freaks me out, gets my brain going, and yeah, I know it.
Yeah, but so when it's tits up, what's going to happen in your mind?
I don't know.
But you think do you think it's the end of consciousness?
I don't know. I'll have to wait and see.
Oh, you think about space. What do you think about that? Just based on what you know now, do you think there's an afterlife?
An afterlife?
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
when you're dead?
oh, you mean like reincarnation? Oh, I was into that for a while.
No, when you're dead and buried, what's left of you?
Oh, nothing.
Okay, then why are you talking this crazy shit?
I don't know. That's how I feel about space. I was into reincarnation for a while, watched a lot of shows about that, and then I started thinking, oh, maybe I had a past life I don't remember.
Oh, yeah, what snapped you out of that?
I'm just a crazy old lady. Oh, shit.
What snapped you out of that?
What?
What snapped you out of that? Kept you from believing in
Oh,
that?
the reincarnation. Oh, yeah, I started watching other shows about people talking about their past lives and they just sounded like they were just fakes.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
So you thought it was just a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, then I got off that kick after that, seeing people under hypnosis talking about their past life. Oh, this is bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This color, right? This fucking color on this motherfucker makes me look like an alcoholic today.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
No, but you think you don't think do you think you're going to be reunited with loved ones and stuff?
I don't know. It'd be nice, but I don't, nobody, you can believe what you want. Whatever makes your death easier on that person, I think they should be able to believe what they want, Tom. I think there's so many people afraid of dying, and so they develop this, what they think is going to happen. And if that helps them ease it, then yeah, that's fine. I'm not sure. I'm still in the I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
No, but I don't think that's a good plan.
Why?
Well, because when you wait to see you're going to be dead and there's nothing.
Well, then if there's nothing, there's nothing. I'm gone. I'm ashes.
If in a perfect world, what would you like it to be?
Oh, God, in a perfect... Well, let's see.
Mildly interesting. Thinks reincarnation is possible. Based on what? Based on what? Give me an example. Because a butterfly fucking circled your head when you were eating a fucking corn dog? I mean, good for you, man. Okay, then, you guys, if you believe in all this crazy shit, how come both of you aren't religious nuts? I mean, you got everything you need to believe in Jesus. What's the problem?
I don't know.
You got more proof than any of this other crap you're bringing up.
I don't know.
You should be all over this Jesus thing. You got the Israel, you got the resurrection, you got holidays you can go to, Christmas. I mean, what's messing?
Who, me?
Anybody that believes, yeah. I mean, if you're into this, like you were into reincarnation for a while, you think the afterlife, you're going to wait. I mean, if you were looking for something to believe in, it's already here. Faith in religion.
Oh, I know. I just don't believe there's a man up there waiting for me. I can't fathom that.
Why not? You think space doesn't end?
I don't know, Tom.
It's a great story to believe in.
Yeah, it is.
why
Well,
not?
maybe I'll start going to church. Who knows?
You're getting somewhere. Good. Why not?
Why not? I know.
No, yeah. Good.
I mean, yeah.
And like, and Larry thinks, I got an idea Larry was brought up religion. I mean, faith is healthy, not if it isn't true, Larry. If you're a Catholic and you die and you go nowhere and there's no soul, it was not healthy at all. You'd been fucking con your whole life. See, this is where it gets me thinking, you know. I say all the time, man. I tell you, if you flicked a switch and everybody lived a Christian lifestyle, the world will be a great place. It's not like I got some fucking vendetta against Christianity. I don't at all. No, I think they're great. They do the world a lot of good. All religions do the world a lot of good. It's a kind of a stopgap. It gives order. I do. It's the stories they come up with that I don't believe because I'm really into science. Now you can think, oh, well, God get science and did this and God made the doctor there and all this bullshit. If I wanted to live longer, I want a good doctor, not a Bible. I want a good doctor, not a preacher. I'd love to believe in it, man. I really would. But, you know, it's a big gap between what you have available to you. It's faith-based. You don't. Do you think it's healthy to believe that there's no end, Stephanie?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, all right. Well, I'm asking you, and you're answering things with a question.
Well,
why not?
Yeah.
I have a brain.
Everybody, you know, yeah. I mean, like I said, whatever people want to believe, you know, they can believe that. Yeah, in a perfect death, I would love to see. You know, in a perfect death, I would love to see my loved ones again that are gone. But I don't know if that's going to happen.
Yeah, but Scott,
I see them in my dreams all the time. So, I mean, you know, if it doesn't happen, well, I see them in my dreams.
Two things here. Scott says, you know, you can't. An atheist is just as bad because you can't disprove it, Scott. You can't disprove religion. So an atheist doesn't have any sense. Larry says that people live longer. Also, and I can show you another study everywhere, all the time, in every country, that the higher the IQ, the less of a belief in God. So, I mean, do you really, what's the moral of the story here? Be dumber, live longer? And I'm not saying that's right.
I don't have a high IQ, so.
No, but there's some pretty good data on that. Now, I'm not saying that because you're smarter means that everybody that believes is full of shit. I'm not saying that either. I mean, these are things. Yeah, Larry went to Catholic school. And I think, look, the Catholics did a lot of good for this world. They did a lot of good for the poor. They did a lot of good for women's rights. They did. I mean, I'm not knocking Catholics. But see, Larry, I mean, now Mark Kropka, you know, he couldn't take it anymore. You know? He couldn't take it anymore. So it's interesting. And I think that, you know, you're right about this. And like kind of what Larry says, he thinks they live longer. And maybe there's some truth to that. I think I'd probably live longer. I don't want to live longer. It's one more reason not to believe. Live longer than what? How do you ever know what it should have been and what it is? I mean, what's living longer? If everybody's still alive and they haven't died yet, how can you say religion caused that? I mean, where's the study on this? They go around to morticians. It's like, oh yeah, he definitely wanted to be buried with his small Bible. I mean, you know, this sounds like a religious person telling a religious fact that people that believe live longer. Okay, yeah, all right. Well, show me some science behind that. No, I would have believed with that too. And here's this. I think we could all agree on this. And that is that somebody's wrong. Somebody's wrong.
Yeah.
You're not reading this. There's a bunch of people that are wrong. Who?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's one thing nobody knows.
But would you agree with this, that if you were going to come up with a belief system, that they did a pretty good job? I mean, it's a pretty good story, the Jesus story.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds sweet.
It is.
I mean, if it's literal, I mean, that was the way to go. You know, that was a great story. I mean, it doesn't miss a beat, especially with revelations that the world's coming to an end. Fuck. Reminds me of the news at 5 o'clock now. But I know this, that mankind was very aware of what human beings were like way back in the day, which is why they financed Columbus's things to start over. It was already fucked up in Rome. They're fucking raping kids and doing crazy shit, having orgies and fucking robbing people. So they knew they were trying to start over. It was a pursuit of like something that they felt that just didn't go their way, and we could start it. Well, as it turns out, anywhere humans are, you got a bunch of problems. And really, I'd love to ask Jesus, God, I'd love to ask him, it's like, why would you ever make mankind? Why?
Yeah.
Thinking. And can you imagine what the world would be like minus people? Be fucking great. Probably. I mean, but it would be great. Would it be great? And who would realize that it was great? You know, it's kind of like when you go to the Mississippi River and 10 years later you go back, is it the same river? No, of course not. It's designated as the same river, but it's not the same water. It's not the same height. It's not the same speed. You see what I mean? I mean, this is philosophy. Mm-hmm. And that's true. And Stephanie's right. It all circles back to what you believe. And sometimes it's just like a leap of faith in your thoughts. And, you know, I mean, you know, going to a better place certainly feels better than being in a fucking inferno for eternity.
Exactly. I know. Yeah. Like I said, whatever, you know, makes people's death easier on them, you know, they believe what they want to believe.
But I think it doesn't make it easier on them because they're thinking this way before their death.
Yeah.
So I don't know how it makes it easier.
So why wouldn't it make it easier?
I don't think it matters what you're thinking when it's lights out. I don't think it's what's your matter. Whether you do or you don't believe in it, it's lights out. I mean, what good does thinking about heaven be if there isn't one and you die? Or vice versa. There is, but you still die. And you really believe that like you're in heaven and stuff with your pets and your friends and your loved ones? Are you kidding me?
I don't know.
And it's a sweet thought, and it's great. It'd be so much, and you can definitely understand how it would motivate people. See, this is the big difference between all other forms of living and humans and animals. Consciousness. And where is your consciousness? Where the fuck is it? Is it a culmination of things? The Catholics, the Christians want to say it's your soul. Do you actually believe that when your head gets lopped off and your organs are donated, that anything is left going anywhere to be in a place with relatives and pets? I mean, it's just fucking insanity. If you kept out the religious connotation and you told the story and you just walked around in dirty clothes with a beer in your hand, they'd lock you up forever. If you were talking about the afterlife in the wrong context, they think you were nuts. It's all how it's sold to you. Which is why, with an asterisk, Savannah Guthrie is going to make more money than ever. And so is NBC. Sad as it sounds, capitalizing on tragedy. Look at Michael Jackson and talking, this is our culture, people. Accept it. Elvis Presley and Michael Jackson make more money now with their living relatives than they ever did after they died. It's the way it goes.
Yeah.
Guthrie, you know, Savannah Guthrie was Jewish. She could say, God damn, I hope they take my sister too. Be making $12 million. I mean, there is big money in this. Do not shit yourself. I know she wants her mom back and all this shit. But if your mom's never coming back, would you rather have $12 million a year or none? Just the way it is. Just like the way you think space never ends, I think you cannot deny this, people. I didn't think for a second she wasn't coming back to work. Like I said, I'm not even into this shit, and I'm going to be tuning in on. Why? So I want to see if she's going to be able to hold her composure. There's more money in crying, by the way. What do you think on this?
God, I should be rich. I cry all the time.
I know. Hey, Diane. But do you think are you going to watch Savannah Guthrie when she comes back for her first day?
No, I don't. I don't even know what show she's on.
You're going to do it. Do you think
I
she
don't.
can? Do you think she can hold her? You knew she's a TV anchor, didn't you?
Yes, I knew that on one of the morning shows, isn't it?
I'm not even really sure, but I'm going to find out.
I think it is one of the morning shows. I don't watch any of those morning shows anymore.
You're going to be, though.
No, I'm not.
Well, if you will. So you're not going to admit this now. I know you're going to be watching it. But how about this? 3 months from now, we've heard a billion things about Savannah Guthrie coming back to TV. Do you think she's going to cry or hold it together?
Oh, she'll hold it together.
Okay. Do you think there's more money in crying?
No.
Okay. Okay.
No, because you can't. Sometimes you cannot control your emotions. Now, I know that from experience myself. Okay. Sometimes, Tom, the tears just come, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Would you think less of her if she broke down when she came back?
No, I wouldn't. It'll probably be hard for her at first, I'm sure. But no, not at all. Because like I said, I know of that because I have that. Sometimes, the tears just come and you cannot control that. I cannot make myself cry.
Do you think you cry when you shouldn't?
Yes. I'll cry sometimes, and then I'll have to tell the kids they're happy tears when they're not, when they're sad tears, but I lie to the kids and say they're happy tears. So.
Is this, I think if I had to place a bet on it, I'd say it's hormonal. But have you been like this your whole life?
Yes, I have, Tom. I used to sit around at Christmas when we're opening our presents and just start crying. And they'd go, "Oh, look at Tata's crying again." I know. I've always been kind of emotional like that.
Do you cry on TV shows?
Not anymore, because I do not watch anything that I think will make me sad.
Are they ever tears of joy?
Oh yeah, There are they're happy tears. Sure, I'm so happy I'll start crying.
Okay.
Yeah, but no, it's gotten worse since I've gotten older, though.
Yeah,
Tom.
I think that's common.
You're right.
You notice that a lot with George Bush Sr. My sister did that a couple years before she went tits up.
What, cry a lot?
Yeah, just over fucking crazy shit.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I think it's
because my sister will say to me, "Why are you crying?" I say, "I don't know."
I think it's all chemical. It's hormones and chemistry and dopamine.
Yeah, well, when you sent me that phone, I started crying. But I wouldn't let you know that.
Yeah, so did I, but for different reasons.
Yeah, when you found out how much it cost, I started crying too.
Which is why I got a big dick with their name on it.
I know.
No, hey, swear to God, this is where you get a little weird because I fucking tell you like it is, whether it's good news or bad news.
Right.
The only thing that keeps me from going over and blowing that place up tomorrow, is that you're getting the phone. It actually bails me out from really getting fucking psycho.
Yeah, I know, because you'd have a phone that would be sitting there.
Well, but I would. But it's like I know when you can use it, and I don't feel bad paying for it now because I didn't want it regardless, and I'm stuck with it either way. And that makes me feel. I still
think you should call back and say, "Can I send the phone back?"
I already know the answers. I was using it since August. Now that is a new phone, and I could have kept it, but I'd have had the same phone that I didn't like, and just been pissed off every fucking moon and sun I saw when I didn't have a camera.
Right. Yeah, I know it.
So even at a minimum, it was worth $1,000 fucking dollars not to put up with this shit for 18 more months. So, you know, and plus you took it. So I don't feel bad about it. It actually helped me, not hurt me.
Yeah, I know, but still.
Yeah. But if you can have like happy thoughts like this, do you think you're very good at turning around like this fucking disaster you just went through for the last 5 days? Do you think you can turn that around into being, can you make yourself feel better about that than it was?
Oh yeah, because it's over now.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I can. Everything will be back to normal, like I said, when Susie gets out of the hospital. And yeah.
And in your wildest dreams, do you think that would have culminated in a hospital admission?
Yeah,
It was even worse than you dreamed.
Yeah, I know.
Well, this is good though, because good in the sense that you make sure you never agree to this bullshit again.
Oh yeah, I know. No, yeah, never again.
No, so you know, there's always a silver lining to everything, and it's hard to fucking, because it's, you know, the date's unknown, but you learned a lot from this, and it was just like you thought it was going to be, and everybody agreed to it anyway because they were on ship, on board with helping somebody get better. And
yeah, I know.
Got it broke up. Trying to be a good, supportive relative. That's
I know. God damn.
Just finally fucking ditched all their asses.
It's
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Enough of this fucking shit, man.
Oh.
Somebody that came from fucking Ozzy and Harriet. Oh yeah. What do you mean you don't like fucking holidays? Yeah, believe me, I fucking don't. Or why? Oh, your sister? Don't you miss her? Fuck no. I'd have cremated that fucking bitch myself.
Yeah.
No, but people like that don't come from that didn't experience it, think you're fucking nuts. I'd have buried that bitch alive.
God.
Yeah, no, they look at it like you're fucking crazy. I mean, I'm already like fucking half pissed about it all the time, every day of the week already.
Stop.
You know, when I'm up there, oh, I see your sister died. It's like, yeah, well, just shut up about it right now. I want to hear no more goddamn peep about it.
Just stop.
You can tell, man.
Gone. You can forget it now.
Tortured with how sad they feel for me when I'm not.
Well, it's done and gone now. You can forget it.
They need to just shut up about it.
Oh, well, how long has it been?
3 years this June.
Okay, well, I'm sure people aren't saying it anymore.
I'm going to be going back to that fucking place this summer, and I don't want to hear this shit. I cut them right the fuck off at the pass.
Right.
It's like, wait, I bet you miss your sister. I think to myself, is there a fucking baseball bat around? They push it. If I say, you know, I really wasn't that close to my sister. And then this is how it goes. I'll tell you how it goes. So I go back. Oh, Tom. Oh, God. What are you doing? I heard you're living in Georgia. Yeah, living down there. And how you like it? So I like it. Really good. And geez, I know your sister died. You must really miss her. It's like, I don't. I'm not fucking lying. I don't miss her. It's like, you don't miss her. They give me this like fucking look like a dog does when you blow a dog whistle. No, I don't. It's like she was such a nice. It's like, look, I don't want to hear this shit, man. Please, thank you for your condolences, but I want to get one thing straight here right now. I do not miss her. Now I know you would go there. I know this is what you would do. Oh, hi. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, I miss her too.
Yes, I would.
I know. Fuck that. Yeah. Did your sister like you? Oh, yeah. I mean, about like I liked her towards the end.
Don't be asking about his sister.
I would have buried that bitch alive, screaming while I just threw shovels of dirt on her head.
Oh God. Well, I don't know. See, I didn't grow up with somebody I really hated, so I don't know
I
how.
didn't say I hate them. I just like knew what they were
I
like, and I got
can't.
tired of fucking, listening to these untrue fucking assumptions.
Well, yeah, I can't judge you
Fucking-
because, like I said,
if you got
yeah.
ass
So,
raped, if you got ass raped by someone that you used to date and they died in a car wreck, wouldn't you get tired of people coming up and saying, I know your old ex-boyfriend Johnny died in a car wreck. Get fucking tired of this shit.
oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just not like that. There was a deal on. There's a fucking guy that uploads these fucking airplane videos. He's a 747 guy, flies around. I watch his channel. And they had this incident the other day. This is another example. So there's planes in a pattern going around, right? And sometimes you'll overshoot a runway a little bit, and there'll be planes down there getting ready to take off, and you may like go past the runway a little bit, and then you bank back and you go back. Now, if you did that fucking shit, and you're not going to get violated for it, it's not a good idea, but it happens. I've seen it happen. I've done it. Everybody does it. So they're in the pattern. The guy's a flight instructor with a student. And you never know what kind of Karen you got in another airplane. So evidently, I would have liked to seen a video about it. I didn't. But they're in the pattern. There's a control guy. This guy's got a student, and they're going around doing touch and goes. And all of a sudden, evidently, he's got a student with him. They overshot the runway a little bit, and the tower comes on, and he says, Cessna, whatever it was, you overshot the runway. You need to keep an eye on that. Now, in this guy's mind, this guy was like me, the pilot. Well, so what? And maybe I didn't overshoot the runway. And he says, keep an eye on it. And the guy, like me, I would call back, I'm not apologizing for something that I didn't do wrong or that happens all the time that isn't a violation. Now, if I knock their fucking taillight off the airplane, that's fucking different. But this is a fucking opinion by a source we don't know anything about. If I'm sitting on a thing, yeah, I've had planes get. Do I say anything about it? Fuck no. But you happen to have a fucking person in a plane on the runway that thought the other plane got too close when they overshot the runway, and you got a controller that believed this was valid because someone took the time to complain. So the controller says you need to watch that next time you got too close. And the guy comes back, and he's like me. He said, I didn't get too close. He said, you did get too close. He said, no, I didn't get too close. He said, you did. I actually had somebody take the trouble to complain. Well, that doesn't mean it's legitimate. And the guy said, well, who complained? He said, that airplane sitting at the hold line. He said, well, I didn't get close. He said, look, you need to watch what you're doing. The guy said, I'm not watching anything that I'm doing. So I'm not a guy that's going to apologize when I didn't do something wrong. I'm just fucking not. If I fuck up, I'd be the first to apologize. But I'm not going to let some Karen in an airplane talk to a Karen in a tower that's going to try to exert some authority over me they don't really have to begin with and correct me on something that really is just an opinion, then there was no danger. So the question was at the end of listening to this, what type personality are you? The fucking guy that has the channel said this is a way to really, and sure enough, when you get in trouble during an altercation, some kind of infraction at an airport, what they say to you is, I got a number for you to copy. And that usually means trouble. That means that you've done a pilot deviation and who knows what kind of bullshit's coming down the pike, which I thought was even more bullshit. They give you the phone number when you land, you got a call, and it's all recorded because you're calling the tower and all this kind of shit. So the question was at the end of the thing was, what would you have done? It's like I'd have done the same thing the flight instructor did. I wouldn't apologize, and I'd have just done my fucking deal, and I'd have let the chips fall where they may. Almost everybody else did what the guy that has this channel said you should have done. Just let it go, say, I'll keep a better eye on it, and everything goes away. That's just not my personality. I'm not fucking apologizing, just letting everything go away when I didn't do anything wrong. If I did, fine. But if I didn't, no. Would it have been 1,000 times easier to do that? Absolutely. But that doesn't bother me. It's just not my personality. Stephanie, I got an idea, you would have said. Whether you did it or whether you didn't or did, you would have said, yeah, okay, I'll keep an eye on it and everything. Nothing would have happened. There would have been nothing to talk about. Am I right?
You're right.
Yeah, see, not me. No, Marty's like you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
And what's really better?
I don't know, Tom. Sometimes, yeah, I avoid things so I don't have confrontations when I probably should have stood up for myself. But, it's easier for me just to let things go.
Really? Now, see, it's not me. I don't let them go.
Yeah, my sister's like you. She won't either.
Yeah, what do you guys think? What's your opinion on that?
Tom, I'll be right back. I got to get some more coffee.
All right, Frisky, what do you guys do that? Do you tend to like call people out, or do you let them? I just got a real problem with, it's like getting blamed for something you didn't do. I got a problem with that, and I don't have a problem with fucking up and apologizing. Yeah, no, me too. I ain't fucking doing it, man. Just not, to me, it's a big deal to like horror myself out like that and agree with something that's not valid. I just can't do it. I bet you Jeff's like that too. Jeff would have been in the plane. It's like, okay, yeah, we'll keep an eye on it. Yeah, I saw. Oh, you call out people. Okay. Jeff would have said, okay, yeah, sorry. I didn't realize I was over there. Even though you fucking didn't do anything wrong. That just drives me nuts. It's just interesting how different people look at different things. And of course, this is why there are jury consultants. Because when you get a chance to go away to prison for the rest of your life, you want to know what the jurors are. What are they like? Say you guys were jurors right here. If I'm going away because my wife comes up fucking missing, they found her in 2 pieces 100 miles away, I want Frisky on my jury. You have no proof. I don't want Stephanie and Jeff on the jury. It's like, well, that motherfucker, he was always talking shit. They're going to connect these fucking dots in their mind just like they do with space, heaven, and eyeball cancer. And before you know it, I'm getting the goddamn electric chair. So now you can appreciate why there are jury consultants. These preemptive strikes. You want to get motherfuckers like this off the jury when it comes to them piecing together thoughts that may end your life, as opposed to walking free and golfing the next day, like in the case of me, would be Frisky. Yeah. I'd want mildly interesting. I bet you mildly want some fucking facts. Stephanie'd start crying. Jeff would start fucking thinking, this motherfucker, that's all he did was talk about his ex-wife. I know this son of a bitch did this. No, I want the other kind of personality. See what I mean? So this is how lots of things are determined. And this is why jury trials are your only bite at the apple when you're trying to get out of something. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's exactly right. No. But I've done that. I just can't let things go like that. I could, but I don't. I don't. Would you be like you'd probably get booted off in a murder trial, Stephanie?
Who, me? Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I probably would.
Yeah. And I think yeah, I mean, it would be easier for you to connect the dots in a non-favorable way.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. See what I mean? So this is all like worthy of discussion because this is how, big landmark cases are determined. This is how Dr. Phil met Oprah. He's a jury consultant. He had his license taken away for fucking his patients during therapy, and he turned into a jury consultant. Look it up. And, Oprah got her running her big mouth about Texas meat, and the Cattle Association sued her for running her big mouth. And they said it lowered prices and blah, blah, blah. And of course, they got a jury consultant. Now, you're a black female suing basically right-winger white guys. This could have went south for her. This is why you got all your eggs in one basket on a lot of this shit. Like I sent Stephanie an article today. They just nailed these 2 guys from Florida on sex trafficking and all this fucking
shit. I saw that.
I mean, it could be true. It could be true. But in this day and age, man, if you're a big pussy chaser and you got a lot of money, and you're fucking a bunch of women, and you're not marrying any of them. You told them you would. And they're not living there, and somebody else is. There's a likely chance you're going to get a liberal lesbian prosecutor in the media against you as being a sex trafficker rather than just a pussy chaser. And you're going to get charged with this fucking horseshit. Let me tell you, those guys, if you read the story, they were getting all the pussy they could ever want. They didn't need to sex traffic anybody. But they, it's just like the Bill Cosby. I'm not for like drugging women and fucking them. I'm not. I mean, it's bad. It's a crime. You should be prosecuted. I get all that. But a lot of this Bill Cosby shit, too, I think a lot of those women were just up there getting fucked because they thought it was going to enhance their career, which, of course, we know went on forever in Hollywood. And just in this last 10, 15 years, as this shit went south. There was a time when Matt Lauer would have been running the whole goddamn network and no one could have done shit about it.
Oh, I know.
That other Jew that was running the casting couch. Look at what the Kennedys did. They not only fucked a bunch of them, they murdered them. This is a whole new era now. Now this, I'm telling you, if I was a celebrity or rich, I'd probably just fucking, you better have somebody in the room with you, like a scribe. If you're a male doctor giving a female a physical, your ass, once that thing gets off the ground, you're fucked. Sex trafficking now. That's how they got P. Diddy. I mean, you should have had me on P. Diddy's jury. You're taking known prostitutes and you're getting convicted of human sex trafficking when you're getting limousines for known prostitutes and crossing state lines. Nah, fuck that. I think it meets the statute, but I would have fucking acquitted that motherfucker on that charge too. Nah, no. Yeah, technically, is it sex trafficking? Yeah. But this, you make it, they'll show the jury pictures of a bunch of 12-year-olds in the sandbox making fucking sandcastles and shit when it was known prostitutes on the way to do paid sex acts in a limousine. Nah, no. To me, that's not my interpretation of what the law meant. I tell you guys every time I'm on a chat to read this, read the Backpage guy story. A couple big mouth alcoholic Irishmen that got away with fucking murder for years until the tide turns. Max Hardcore did a lot of porn. He got fucking 7 years in the slammer for making adult-aged women act underaged in videos. Got 7 years. Fucking nonsense. It's bullshit. But you get the things, these weren't underage girls at all. So when you get this fucking deck stacked against you, man, and you get the media out there and they're writing all this goddamn bullshit, you're just kind of fucked. Then you see the exact opposite. Casey Anthony murdered that baby for sure. OJ killed his wife and that Goldman too. No doubt about it. Is there anybody out there that thinks they fucking didn't? If there are, you need your fucking head examined. They fucking killed those people. In the OJ, of course, this was a black against whitey deal. And they cheered when he got acquitted, despite all the evidence. Fucking insane. Now,
I know it.
Got him. Casey Anthony, same fucking thing. She killed that baby.
I know.
So, there's both sides to the thing. But that's why, now you know why insurance companies and people settle. It's like all of a sudden you get wrapped up in some bullshit like this. It's all bullshit. But you're looking at 40 years in fucking prison. You're 65 years old. You're fucked. So you got to go to trial. And then all of a sudden the prosecutor comes up to you, even though they got a bunch of made up fucking bullshit. And they say, look, we're not going to execute you and we're not going to give you life in prison. How about 7 years on fucking San Quentin, fucking Alligator Island, wherever it is, in a place where you can like get a master's degree, lift weights, get your teeth fixed, watch TV all day. It's like, yeah, I'll take that because you do not want to roll the dice at your age. If they convict you of this bullshit, see, you never really know. So you can imagine how defendants are going into trials, how defense attorneys are, how prosecutors are on the other end. You never know the kind of people you have on a jury. Yeah, justice is supposed to be blind and all this fucking bullshit. It's not. It's influenced a number of ways. By race, by sex, by circumstance, by money, from what part of the country you are. And anybody says that people don't figure this out along the way. I think that putting people in their hotel rooms, sequestering them and ordering fucking Uber for breakfast, lunch, and dinner works better than if they were just home playing fucking bingo with the local clan. But this is how you can, so now you know why people plead to things. Because if you lose, You think, 7 years, I can take that, you know? Yeah, we'll be 70 fucking 2 when I get out, but at least I'll still be alive. People plead guilty to shit they shouldn't be convicted of all day long. And these sex trafficker guys, bullshit. They had pussy falling out of the goddamn sky. I'm not saying that you still can't be a lech and a pervert and like CeeLo Green and put a roofie in a drink and fuck these girls when they're unconscious. That's bad. It's terrible. Don't agree with it. Hope they all get the book thrown with them. But there's a lot of people that don't. And once you get a liberal lunatic prosecutor, they've got one in Richmond County, Georgia. Fucking cop hater, racist motherfucker. When a cop gets shot, he's trying to figure out how he's going to charge the cop, not the guy that.
Oh, I know.
I'm fucking serious, man. This sounds fucking insane. Ann Arbor, Michigan's got one. They've got a lunatic, Arabic, liberal, left-wing fucking goon that just cop, police hater. You know, I don't know if you know this or not, but prosecutors are the chief law enforcement officer of their county. They're ahead of everybody.
I'm sure we got them too, Tom.
Oh, yeah, cop haters.
Fuck, yeah.
Anybody that's a sheriff or a fireman or any other fucking thing in Augusta, Georgia, they realize, man, that they got two problems. The fucking scumbags that they got to interact with and the motherfucker that's waiting to charge him if they don't treat him with kid gloves and rock him to sleep after they rob a bank.
Yeah, I know it.
Seriously, man.
It's true.
I know, man. It's fucking crazy. I mean, you just see some, so you know you can get caught up in some fucking bullshit. We just had a thing here about a week ago. So I got this property that I bought after I got here after a while, right? And there's 7 acres across the road. Marty's just staying here temporarily till he moves into his new place. 7 acres across the road that comes with it. And the fucking 7 acres are right up next to the exit on that horse trail for the state park. And you see these fat older women riding the horses all the time. You wonder how the horse's fucking back still collapsing. You know.
Stop.
And the state had it fucking surveyed. Marty had it surveyed before I bought it. Okay. So about a year ago, motherfuckers out there and all the park fucking bullshit. And he's surveying the things. And I'm out there, and I said, you can park on my lawn if you want. He's out there fucking around. He said, think we get talks. It turns out he rechecks the property lines for the state. So we talk about rattlesnakes and all that kind of shit. And he said, you know, you own the 7 acres across the street. I said, yeah. He said, you know, it's not where you think it is. It's like, what do you mean? He said, well, actually, there's an old pond there that's dried up. He said, actually, the state owns about half of that pond. Well, there are errors in these surveys because if you believe the surveys that you find on file with the county, it shows half the driveway of a house across the street from my neighbor, and I know that I don't. So you know there's errors in there, right? So I go back and I said, hey, what about this fucking property line? He said, yeah, it's kind of fucked up, but, you know, I paid $2,800. Like, do you think it was accurate? Yeah. Well, I didn't call the guy back because why am I going to open a can of worms on that? Well, somehow, some way, the stakes that the guy for the state of Georgia came up missing. They were pulled out of the ground and somebody threw them away, I guess. Do you think I'd do that? No, of course not. A week ago, a fucking game official, you know, they're just like state troopers, only they're fucking with squirrels and fish and shit, but they're regular full-fledged cops. And he comes over, and I'm talking to these fucking jumbos on a couple horses, and I wave him through, and he doesn't fucking go. I thought, what's wrong with this fucking weird? I walk up to the dark window in the truck. He doesn't roll it down. I think this guy's fucking weird, man. So finally, I just keep talking to the girls. This fucking truck steering is, and the women are there, and we're talking. I thought, man, this is fucking weird. Even the women said something. It's like, God, I wonder what he's doing, you know? So we talked for about 10 minutes. Finally, he rolls down his window. He said, are you Mr. Everybody calls everybody like Miss Stephanie and Mr. Tom. That's how they refer to people down there. He rolls down the window. He said, are you Mr. Tom? It's like, yeah. He said, well, I'd like to talk to you about a minute. It's like, okay. So these ladies, they're just thinking, oh, it's this motherfucker, getting charged with beheading women, riding horses. You can tell they're wondering what this motherfucker wants to talk to me about. And they said, hey, thank you. I let them go ride their horses in the back and go to the pond. So I said, yeah, go ahead. They took off, and he pulls over and he pulls his fucking cop car in the thing. He said, he said, you're Mr. Tom, right? It's like, yeah. He said, what's your last name? I said, why? He said, because we got in a dispute here on a property line. I said, well, okay, but I'm not giving you my last name. And he said the state surveys this, and somebody took the markers out. Do you know who did that? I said, I'm not answering any questions. So he said, okay. And I thought, well, Marty's like a fucking pro at this fucking shit, right? He's like Stephanie. I'm not. So Marty happened to be home, and I said, hey, this motherfucker is over here now wanting to ask nosy questions. And I didn't give him my last name, and I didn't tell him anything about the stakes. Just go talk to this motherfucker, because you can see on there that it was a land contract, and I got it from him. And I knew the cop didn't know all this shit. So Marty comes over, and I stand there too. And Marty just talks to him. And I said, well, he can represent my interest here on this. And about an hour later, the guy called back and he said, it looks like our surveyor made a mistake. And we haven't heard back since. Now, look, this is 7 acres across the fucking street, which seems like a lot, but it's not compared to the rest of the property on this side. Now, there's a neighbor down at the end of the street. He owns a big exterminating company. Ironically, there's 7 acres that the state owns that's in the middle of his property. And I was just going to be a good guy. All I wanted to make sure was that there's no Dairy Queen that's going to get built over there, or a Black Panther Party fucking headquarters. I wasn't really giving a fuck about the 7 acres. And I thought, I said to the state, hey, look, I'll give you the 7 acres if you give that motherfucker down the street the 7 acres. They didn't want to do that. It's like, well, fuck it then. I'm not doing it. So I never called the guy back and said this. I didn't want to open up a can of worms. But we haven't heard anything since. Now, I don't really give a fuck where the property line is on that 7 acres. But I'm not fucking, I think they're wrong. And who knows? Property lines are weird fucking deals. You know what I mean? Huh. So I know that there's been enough time for this game warden cop guy to do much more than he did when he called back and said it looked like we made a mistake. Honestly, I don't really put much credence to that, because the motherfucker that was doing the surveying, he did that for 40 years, and the state actually pays him big bucks to come out of retirement. That's all he does, is drive around the state and verify lines. Now, is it possible for him to make mistakes? Yeah. Is he a super experienced, seasoned guy that I think knows what he's doing? Yeah. So where's this fucking property line? Who knows? But it's kind of up in the air right now. But I'm like, well, if you think you own half of that pond, you fucking don't. And Marty's like, well, he's just got away like Stephanie. Where me, I'm ready to lock horns with these motherfuckers. Stephanie is ready to work it out.
Well, when the police ask for your name or identification, you're supposed to give it to them.
Not if there's not a probable cause that I committed a crime.
Oh, oh God! You sound just like those people I watch on YouTube.
It's true. I'm on my own property doing my own thing, and a guy comes over. It's none of your fucking business what my last name is. I'm not filling in the dots for anyone. No, if you want to go fucking, look on the mailbox, motherfucker. But I'm not telling you. No, I could see there's no reason anybody should be asking me my last name from a law enforcement capacity. I mean, I know how these guys, what they're like. And all of a sudden I'm like fucking giving him all the information he needs to fuck me on somebody stealing the fucking marker. And I'm not doing that.
Oh, well, yeah, that situation might have been different.
Well, but when cops pull me over, yeah, I give them my ID and all that kind of shit. But if it's some
Yeah.
guy, if it's something like that, and you're on a fishing expedition, you're not getting it.
Right.
Not giving it to you.
I see what you're saying.
I know that. All of a sudden, you give them all this fucking shit, and they're fast forward and supercharged motive that it's must be me, and that who else would do it, and all of a sudden, fucking knows, and I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I told Marty the whole way over when I came back and got him. It's like, hey, do not volunteer anything to this motherfucker. Nothing. You just, don't get caught fucking lying to him. There's more people in fucking prison for providing false information to a law enforcement officer. You're better saying
you
didn't remember, or you'd rather not talk about that without an attorney with you. That's exactly what I did. Yeah. Yeah, no, not good. It fucking pisses them off too, because they're there to act like, but that's all you're doing. I see people on YouTube just get so fucked by buying into this bullshit and just agreeing with these people and just greasing the skids to just bend the fuck over. That's exactly right. They do.
Yeah, but if they're guilty.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that you need to aid your own guilt. I knew I didn't do anything wrong. And I'm not even going to help you vindicate what you think went on. I'm not doing it.
Right.
I'm doing it.
Well, especially if you're innocent.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would do the same way if I was innocent.
I didn't say that.
I would say I want a lawyer if I was innocent.
Yeah. Well, I just know better. You know what I mean? And I just know how it works. And, but I'm wondering now what's going to come of this. I mean, the worst scenario, these property line disputes are so weird. I mean, I've seen them in court before, and it's like, God, man, it's especially in old rural places like this.
Oh.
I mean, it's fucking iffy. I mean, where this started, what was moved. And I can give you two examples. One that I'm right and one that they're right, because I know that it's wrong by their standards and mine. And that is that the property line in those 7 acres includes about half of the driveway of that house across the street. And I know that it doesn't. It just does not. So he admitted that, and I admit that. So where's the line on the other side that you're complaining about that's next to the horse barrel?
Right.
And I'm telling you, man, you can just bring in the fucking experts till the fucking cows come home, and it's fucking weird how it's interpreted. That's why I'm reading this book right now on like race. Where race is really a social construct. It's not necessarily biological. And where do you find? And this whole thing came out of Jews. And are you suing based on being white and targeted by blacks, or because you're Jewish? Are you an ethnic group or a religious group? Are you both? And that's where I got reading into all these different things, I mean, how you charge people and what you're hanging your hat on. It's really super interesting. Yeah, especially if you're guilty. Yeah, don't tell them anything. And of course, it's like, now, Stephanie, part of your theory sometimes is you should just admit what you did wrong and take the punishment for it.
Right.
Is that how you feel?
Yeah.
Even if it's going to be like a year in prison or something?
Oh, hell, I don't care, but I don't break the law, Tom.
Okay, but if you did, would you be willing to just dot the I's and cross the T's?
Yeah, I mean, there's no point in, especially if they've got evidence and everything. There's no point to try and lie.
Well, yes, there is. Not going to prison for a year.
Well, now that I'm old, I don't care. That's free room and board. Who the hell cares?
Yeah,
but I mean,
it's not good though, prison.
No, I know, but I mean, I don't break the law, so I don't, I'll never have to worry about that.
Yeah.
So my attitude's different.
If you would have got pulled over drunk driving back in the day, would you just like, yeah, I'm drunk, no need for the test, let's just go to jail? Would you have done that?
Oh God, no.
Why?
I don't know. I was younger then.
No, but would you have just admitted your guilt?
No, I would make them. I would make them prove it.
And now you're not like that.
Now I'm not like that now. No,
Yeah, all right. And when did that change? When did that occur?
I don't know when I got older.
Yeah.
Because I didn't. You know, like I said, I really don't do anything wrong where I would break the law.
So, for an example, you and Susie go out, and Susie drinks, and she's not supposed to, and she asks you to drive, and on the way home, you get pulled over. You're just gonna put two hands out? It's like, yeah, I'm sloshed.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, so you have really changed then?
No.
Okay. All right.
No, probably. I mean, first of all, they'd be able to smell it. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Now, if I was sober, you know, and drive, you know, because I drive, you know, I'm not a good driver anyway. So, yeah, I would say, well, I'm not drunk. You prove it, you know.
How about
Give
you
me the test.
How about you were sloshed? You knew you were sloshed, and you got a good Jew lawyer who said, Stephanie, I can get you off on a technicality. Your insurance isn't going to be $5,000 a year, and you're not going to spend 30 days in jail. Then what would you do?
Oh, I don't know.
I do.
Yeah, I'd probably take the Jew lawyer.
Okay, yeah. See what I mean? So
yeah.
It all is once you're there. So I think.
Yeah, well, that's true, Tom. Yeah, we can say what we do, but until you're in that spot, you're right there.
But in this illustration, you can understand why I don't want someone putting their arm around me and consoling because of my dead sister.
Right. Yeah, I know it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
All right. Well, I think I'm going to go and cut down a couple more trees and fuck around in my garage.
Yeah, I got to have some breakfast.
What are you going to have
today? It's only 10:30 still here, so I haven't eaten anything yet.
That's crazy, isn't it? Well, at least we know the Earth's round.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty cool, though. You can be in the same country, and it takes something like this Earth to like make it that. You'd think it'd take longer or shorter. It just seems like 3 hours. I mean, when
I know. You know it's weird.
Yeah.
I know it.
Earth twirling around.
Yeah, I know it.
Crazy.
I know. I always have to think about that when I want to call you because the time difference, you know.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, you can
all right, everybody.
Do the timing right in an airplane. You can leave at the same time you arrive.
Yeah, I know.
Or vice versa. No, you would actually, you would arrive at the time you were leaving going west. So it only happens on east to west. You could leave at 10:30 and you could get there at 10:30. Oh,
yeah. Right. Yep, you're right.
All right. Well, have a good day.
Okay, you too. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, Frisky. Jeffy, you have a good day. Mildly, you have a good day. Marcia, if you're still out there, you party on. Anybody else out there? Frisky? Mark Crockey's going off to come up with a new song. Party on. Have a good day, everybody. Rock the Jizzo.